It's your girl, CHiTCHaT CoVeT, and we are back with another video. Don't be coming up over here talking about, girl, where you been at? We ain't seen you. I done pulled up on you today. So, if you gotta click, and you pulled up on me too, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the CH channel because that's what we do over here. So, today's topic is, have you ever, or have you ever wanted to or have talked to a psychic? Because I did. Okay, I done reached out to a celebrity psychic. Everything was feeling right for me, and I did just that. And was she lying? No, she was not lying. She wasn't wrong either. We gonna get into that. I can't go into all the details of everything that she told me because I'm gonna use those things to go into other story times, shall I say? Because baby boy, was there a story to tell. So, introducing Cookie to this story time because even at this big age, I feel like sometimes I need somebody to hold my hand, and that's okay. That's okay. Um, and this one particular time, I needed Cookie. I had to take my ass over to the White House. I had to meet up with Cookie because she knew I had a date time set to meet up with this psychic. But this ain't the first time I reached out to a psychic. I've been calling this psychic since I have been 12 years old. As far as I can remember, that was my first ass whipping, calling Miss Cleo. Call me now. Miss Cleo and the whole psychic network that I was running up the phone bill to $600 back then. Now let's say that was like the 90s. So just imagine a $600 bill, phone bill in the 90s. Baby, I got the black whip right up off me. Hear me? And the golden girl, she ain't spare me. None of that. Got my ass whipped. Okay. Okay. Because even then, I've always wanted some inside information. I always want to know something. Somebody tell me something. And even at that age, I always felt like this can't be my life. Like, I can't know. Something has to be better than this. I also checked out an interview that Eve from the Rough Riders did with either Charlemagne the God or the Breakfast Club, where she wrote a book and she talked about having a psychic, and she used that psychic so much that psychic kind of had to like break up with her because it was like, child, no, we can't do this. Like, you're not even supposed to know everything, and you can't use me in that light. But I really wish I had a psychic friend. Or let's just say I got psychic friends. I got the friends with the insight because they be knowing. They be knowing, right? But like King say, I'm hard headed and I don't listen. Facts on type of facts. Okay. So Cookie, anytime you hear something sweet, they are friends of mine. All my friends is gonna be something sweet and delicious, and that's just where I'm at with that. So Cookie, certain things you take to certain friends, and certain other things you take to other friends because you don't want to be judged, right? So certain friends will relate to things better than other friends just based upon certain situations, but we're not getting into that today. But I felt comfortable telling Cookie that I had scheduled this meeting with this psychic. And Cookie is one of those friends that's basically like, let me tell you a little secret. Child, I've been getting the secrets since I have known Cookie. But just like King said, I'm hard headed and I don't listen. And sometimes our friends be knowing and they be putting us down with game and we still don't listen. And then It's kind of like one of them situations where though you gotta hear it from somebody else for it to click. That's me, but that's probably the biggest part of me being hard headed and not listening. So Cookie knew and been putting me onto game from the beginning. Cookie is a beautiful friend to me. Like, I love that relationship. But like I say, even at this big age, I just feel like sometimes I need somebody to hold my hand. So she knew that, and at that time, it was a lot of things going on in my life, and I did need some inside information to kind of help me outdo things, even though I knew. So don't forget, I can't share everything because some of the things that I shared, they're going to go into other story times. And when they do, I'll let you know that this is what the psychic told me. But one of those things on her list of things to do was environment. You need an environmental change. Your environment is detrimental to your health. You got to get out of there. This lady ain't know me from nowhere, but at that time, my situation wasn't so easily to get out of. I was in debt. My credit was bad. I was locked into a lease. None of that mattered. I just knew that I needed to move to, which was number one on her list. And I'm gonna tell you why in a little bit. I'll give you a little bit of it. So that's like number one. Then, child, you know how if you have ever talked to a psychic, then it's a whole lineup. They need, like, you can ask them a certain amount of questions or whatever. So I just wanted to touch bases on life, love, career. Yeah, she touched those bases, but like I said, nothing she said to me I didn't already knew. It's just that for somebody who has a gift that don't know me from nowhere and you would not know anything, for her to connect kid on, it was kind of like a check mark, like a light bulb going off inside my head, like, right, she right, okay, good. I'm gonna link her information in the description, so make sure y'all check her out, even if you're curious, or just, I would do it. Not just because I did it. I would just take the chance to do it. What can you lose? Okay. So anyway, like Cookie, my Cookie, right? While we going through the read, mind you, I'm crying, I'm snotting up. I'm so emotional because there's a lot of things going on in my life right now. And of course, Cookie know. And when the lady is breaking me down, Cookie in the background, like, I told her, didn't I tell you? I told her that. Girl, I know. King said it. I'm hard here. I do not listen. But anyway, my environment, when she said that I needed to change my environment, what she didn't know is I was recently robbed, and there was some things going on the outside of the house, and there was also things going on the inside of the house. So I really did need to change my environment. So she was absolutely right about that. And it took me some time before I was able to get in this space because of all those things I had planned in the background. First of all, after 2020 and that whole P thing happened and shut the world down, the infrastructure, everything changed. And I was one of them people used to just making it through. Like, you can make some paycheck stubs up and say you make this amount and give it to the. No. After 2020, the whole infrastructure changed. So you really had to have yourself together. Your credit, you had to have some money in the bank. You couldn't owe nobody. Like, when you showed up and you wanted somebody to trust you, you already had to be lined up to be trusted. Now, I had to get some things together and I couldn't just move. But she didn't know that I had all these things planned in the background. But that was her the top of that list, the number one thing. Make sure you move. So when I got approved to be in this compound, it was the first thing that came up. The first thing that cleared, because I was looking at spots here, spots there. I wasn't getting approved. Some people wasn't calling me back. This lady took my application. Everything came through. But it's when I came to look at the compound, I'm like, I'm supposed to be here. Like, I'm in line with this. The energy is like, this is where I'm supposed to be at. This is where I'm going to make my dreams come true. And I show up here in this space. I've been here now in this space for almost 3 years. And I didn't start, or I didn't do anything that I said that I was going to do when I first entered into this space. And I don't even feel right with exiting until I started. Well, at least I started. So I'm good, right? Because I started. So she told me when we spoke about career and stuff, and I told her like things that this is my lane. I'm definitely in the right lane. And she told me that if I don't start, I will be leaving money on the table, and she was fine with collecting it for me. She also gave me the opportunity to take my bootleg business that I had at the time to be a part of a convention that she was giving, and I could be like a vendor for it. So I appreciated that too. She good peoples with good energy. So if I was you, I would definitely go check her out. I'm going to link her information in the description. If y'all been rocking with me this far, please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Now, that whole thing about love, we can't even go down that rabbit hole. I will, but just not today. I do want to go into my next story time with how that whole I got robbed situation happened. Yeah, I want to go into that. But know that talking to a psychic is probably not the worst thing. And if you got friends like Cookie playing in your background, take heed and actually listening to those things that your friends be trying to tell you, because they be knowing. They be knowing because they even been through some things themselves, or just from the outside looking in, they able to tell you a little bit more than you can grasp in the situation yourself. So it's like, just listen to your friends and take heed to those things that they say, because they don't be lying. Um, Also environmental, first thing on that list. My house was haunted. We're gonna talk about that too. And I actually got proof of the haunted. We're gonna get into some things. But anyway, take that chance. If y'all want to call that psychic, call that psychic. It's so much shit going on right now, baby. I want to call a psychic right now. Like, because this ain't my life. But I'm doing something that I always said I wanted to do, so it can't be that bad. I do have to keep showing up for myself for this thing to actually work. And that's what y'all see me doing here today. So, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. And thank y'all for rocking with me, because we rolling. If y'all, as long as y'all rocking, then I'm rolling. Okay. And I appreciate those who has already subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate y'all. The more these videos come out, I do want to start shouting